All right, so today we're going to talk about complex fractions and how we combine them. And then we're also going to be working in this video on adding, subtracting. So if you need adding, subtracting, you need to go about halfway through this video probably to get to that part. So complex fractions just means you have a fraction within a fraction. So the first one, you could just do it in your calculator and do 3/4 minus 3/2, and then do 4 divided by that answer, and then turn it into a fraction. So our answer better be -16/3 when we do it mathematically. So I'm going to show you how to do it mathematically so that we don't need a calculator and because it relates to all the other problems on today's lesson. So I'm going to get a common denominator on bottom so that I can actually add or subtract my fractions. So since this is a 4 on bottom, I'm going to multiply this by 2/2 to make it a 4 on bottom. So I get 3/4 minus 6/4. So then that's going to give me same bottom, so subtract your tops. And then we never divide by a fraction, we flip and multiply it. Remember this 4, we have an imaginary 1, so multiply straight across, and we get -16/3. All right, so common denominator, combine the tops. So let's see. So here, the top stays. So we just need a common denominator is already there, so just add your tops. So you get 4 over x. Flip and multiply now. So x over 1 times x over 4. So that gives me x squared over 4. Or 1/4 x squared. So try 3 on your own. No, just kidding, 3 is different. So to get a common denominator here, I need to multiply this by 3/3. You could try it on your own, really, now. So pause it and try it on your own. So hopefully you paused it. You get 27/3x plus 2/3x. So that gives me 29/3x. Flip and multiply. So we get 27x over 29. And on problem like number 4 now, I'm just going to work with the bottom and I'll bring the top back when it's done. So what I need to do here is to get a common denominator on the bottom. So they're nothing like each other. So I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 4 on top and bottom. And then this side by an x plus 1 on top and bottom. That looks weird, but it's x plus 1. So I'm coming back to the top. I did not forget about it. So multiply this. I'm going to go ahead and multiply my 3 into both those terms. Combine my tops. I get a 4x. So this is the bottom and this was the top. So I have 3. Let me just write it over here instead. So it would look like this, 3 over x minus 4 divided by that. But remember, instead of dividing, we're going to need to flip and multiply it. So this is going to give me flip and multiply. So if anything cancels, just like our old lesson, cancel them out. So your answer is going to be 3x plus 1. You can multiply in that 3 too if you want. You don't have to. All right, waiting for the video to catch up to me. There we go. So 3 times it, and so on. So why don't you guys try number 4 and 5 on your own, or I mean 5 and 6 on your own, and we're not going to try 7 probably. So make sure you try it on your own before you come back. All right, so bottom here, I'm going to get all right, I love that this video is lagging so far behind. Sorry. So I'm going to flip and multiply this. Cancel anything that's common. That's what you should have gotten on your own. This time we're going to work the top instead of the bottom. Still get a common denominator. And then, so pause it and try it. All right, so I'm going to multiply this side by 3/3, and then we can just subtract. 3 minus my 5. So now flip and multiply. All right, very nice. So now we're going to go ahead and do the adding and subtracting. So if you're looking for adding and subtracting, you have come to the right spot. So we're going to be doing this down here now, all right? So this is what you're looking for adding and subtracting. Okay. So, and the restrictions is just like the bottom doesn't equal 0 like we did the other day. So these bottoms are the same, so you just add your tops, reduce, x doesn't equal 0. This one's going to be y doesn't equal 0. So multiply this by a 7 over 7. Okay, this side needs an x, and this side needs a 2. So we're going to get 8 plus 3xy over 2x. Do not combine the bottoms. Remember, if you do a half plus a half, that is 2 halves, not 2/4. Bottoms are already the same, so just add your tops here. So I get 8x plus 4, right? 3 and 5, yeah. Sometimes this will reduce, so you need to check to make sure, but this time it does not reduce for you. All right, I will not be doing all these problems in the back in case you're like, what the what? So 5, you're just doing combining like terms again. Now we're getting into different ones on like number 6. So factor these first. I'm going to leave a bunch of space. So you want to factor your bottoms so that we can figure out how to make them the same. So they each have an x plus 3, so you don't need to worry about that. So that means that this side needs a plus 3 and this side needs the x minus 3, so that they have the exact same thing. So this one's getting another x plus 3, and this side's getting another x minus 3. Okay, so this one right here, you need to FOIL your top, and then, so we're going to get minus 3 plus 1. So subtract them, I'm going to get x squared, that's minus 3x minus 6. If that factored on the top, so if it had factored on top, we would have factored it to try to get see if anything canceled for us, but it doesn't factor this time. So on number 7, factor my bottoms again. You can try this one on your own if you want. So again, this is going to be, they both have an x plus 2, so you don't need that. So this side needs the x minus 2, that side needs the x plus 2. So FOIL out the top right here. Minus 2 plus 1. Multiply in my 2. And then I see it's lagging again, sorry. Now to subtract x squared, and then you're going to have minus x minus 2 more of them. Negative 2 minus, and then, oh wait, I didn't, that's a plus 4, sorry. So it's negative 2 minus 4. It just happens that the bottoms are the same as a problem from before it. It's not like this happens all the time. I just happen to pick problems that had that happen. All right, and problems like number 8 and 9, what we're going to do on here is that there's nothing alike. So this side just gets the x minus 4. What you do to the top, you got to do to the bottom. And this side's going to get the x plus 3. Okay, so I'm going to multiply out. So I get x squared plus 3x. And then subtract like terms. So we have x squared. I have a 3x minus a 6x. and then minus a negative 24. See if there's factors of 24 to get 3. No. Okay, so we're done. All right, so why don't you pause the video and try 9 and 10 on your own. So I just multiplied top and bottom, multiplied out the 3x, the minus 4, and like multiplied it to each term. Now I'm going to combine like terms. The 3x and the 4x make our 7x, negative 24, and a positive 28. So I get 7x plus 4. That does not factor, so when we get this answer, we will be done. Okay, I'll try one more and make sure you guys get this down. All right, so now we're going to try something a little bit different down here. These down here are a little bit different. So to do these, we're still going to factor. So they both have x minus 6's. So this side needs an x, and this side needs the 6. So 36 minus x squared, you guys, is going to factor for us. So if you pull out a negative 1 here, that's going to factor into your x plus 6x minus 6. Those cancel. So your reduced answer would be this. You can multiply in your negative 1 if you would like, or you can leave it on the outside. So right here, pull out your v. I don't know why I was rewriting the problem. Make that a v. Typo. So this side needs the 2. This side needs a v. I purposely picked problems where they're going to cancel out. They don't always cancel out like what we're doing right now. Again, this is 4 minus my v squared. So if I pull out my negative 1, it factors into minus 2 plus 2. Okay. I think we've done enough examples. If you need to see more examples, you can get the notes from your friends.